Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Right Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, GCON Ian Zazo, the Speaker of the House of Nigerian People. I want to first of all thank you for this initiative. Mr. Speaker, which of course is giving opportunities to members representing their own people to speak for the people and speak for the constituents, for their constituents. Let me first of all, Mr. Speaker, identify as the same Honorable Ado Dogwa. Mr. Speaker, I am representing the people of Dogwa Tudunwada Federal Constituency. I am of APC extraction from Kano State. Mr. Speaker, I feel appropriate to mention my political identity in this very important discourse because I would not like anyone out there on the street or someone listening to me on the audio to mistake me for an opposition. I am not an opposition. I am a member of the APC, ruling APC in Nigeria. I am also a member, by extension, of the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. A member of this great parliament also, which has the APC as a dominant factor. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I have to say so because I will be speaking here today as a member of the APC, not of particular concern, but with a particular concern. An APC member speaking with a particular concern, Mr. Speaker. And the concern today, as I understand, is about the security of lives and property of the Nigerian people. Mr. Speaker, I have heard briefs and submissions by the relevant committee chairman here about the situation of Nigeria's security architecture. Good, Mr. Speaker. I am not out to say no to their submissions. Of course, that is what they have to report to this House. But when you are speaking, Mr. Speaker, from the point of view of Nigerian people, one must be prepared to call a spade a spade. Mr. Speaker, I am therefore prepared to say that no matter what the government does, my government, led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the APC government, my party, and despite all the submissions of the efforts of all security agencies that were meant here through their respective chairmen, I want to say that yes, the government is doing its best. The security agencies are doing their best. But I want to say with every sense of responsibility and without any fear of equivocation that their best is not good enough. It is not good enough because the security situation in Nigeria today, Mr. Speaker, it is horrific. Mr. Speaker, our security situation is tragic. Mr. Speaker, the security situation, especially in the north where I come from, is devastating. Mr. Speaker, our situation in Nigeria today in the area of security is unspeakable. It's unspeakable because our people are left ravaged in serious tension, fear and desperation, all because we are lacking and reneging in our institutional and collective responsibility as a government. Mr. Speaker, the fact remains the same, and like every one of you here would say, that the responsibility of every democratic or elected government, even military governments, Mr. Speaker, fundamental responsibility of government is the security of lives and property of its own people. Mr. Speaker, what we have today is like a failed security. What we have today, in my opinion and in my views, Mr. Speaker, is like for me to quote in the words of the popular Bob Marley in his own song in those days in the 80s, when he was saying, war in the north, war in the west, war in the east, and war down south. Mr. Speaker, today, Nigeria is operating under a complete war against humanity. And this House must not only continue to chant slogans, move motions, take contributions from members. We must have to step up and rise up to the expectation of our own people. And that expectation must be beyond making pronouncement on the floor. Mr. Speaker, we have to step our institutional mandate. We have to step our institutional commitment and determination to protect the lives of the vulnerable people. Mr. Speaker, you rightly said in your remarks that you were in Kebbi State. As God may have it, Mr. Speaker, I went to Kebbi with you. I saw how the governor of Kebbi, who is the chief security officer of the state, speaking to the delegation of this honorable house in nostalgia, Mr. Speaker, with a very heavy heart. At a point, I would not miss to say, I will not be mistaken to say that I saw the governor weeping in the heart. This will be the same situation everywhere you go, in the south or in the north or in the east or down in the west. Mr. Speaker, our governors are not only overwhelmed, it's like they cannot even do it. The responsibility of security, Mr. Speaker, of course, by the constitutional provisions, it is a sole responsibility, more of a sole responsibility to the center. I agree with whoever may say, of course, governors in the subnationals are also accountable and they must be held responsible for the security of lives and properties of their people. Mr. Speaker, I want to say that in virtually all of our constituencies, given the opportunity, everyone here can rise to tell you the account of what is happening. Mr. Speaker, it is not religious. Mr. Speaker, it is not even political. This fight and this menace of insecurity in Nigeria is something that does not have any identification of one's party or one's religion or one's tribe whatsoever. It is a calculated attempt to demoralize Nigerian state. And if care is not taken, Mr. Speaker, even for those of us who take politics more seriously, we'll have a very big question to answer at the end, because it is like this unnecessary insecurity going on. This is a high level of conspiracy targeting our political processes. As we are approaching 2027, Mr. Speaker, we will all be expected to have a peaceful conduct of our polls. How do you have that if our communities, local communities, are plunged into crisis, into banditry, into kidnappings in the churches, in the mosque, even down in the oil-producing area, which is our economic live wire? Production of oil, crude oil, is being unfortunately undermined by militia groups. So it is like a collective thing that we must put our hands on deck and call whoever is responsible, sir, to order. Order, order, and order. And this House must not take for granted that we are not part of the government. If the government is wanting, this institution of the legislature is a component of the government itself. We have to look inward to ourselves and see what more of oversight functions, like some members have said, are we going to make? Are we going to provide? Mr. Speaker, we can even declare legislative emergency. Close the House, shut it up. Who are you legislating for? What laws are you making when the country is running in blood? The country is running in blood and tears. You cannot go, the farmers cannot go to farm. Our traders cannot go to market. Worshippers cannot go to mosque, cannot go to churches. Then what are you legislating here? Mr. Speaker, if the government is not prepared to actually do the right thing that will protect the lives and property of our people, I urge on you, I urge on this honorable House, as a House of the people of Nigeria, to stand up to pay the supreme cost. And that is no more than to shut this House down and to call emergency on any legislative issue and wait until the right thing is taken by the government of the day. Mr. Speaker, I also want to believe we are equally responsible. We should also go down to our constituencies and lead civil organizations, like the civil vigilante. Let's go and reorganize our vigilante groups. We take commands and take charges of such civil organizations to see how we can salvage and protect our country, Nigeria. What is happening today, Mr. Speaker, is not just to call for mere security or an average performance of security agencies. What we expect of Nigerian government, no more, no less, my Speaker, is to have absolute security. It's for us to have absolute safety. Mr. Speaker, Nigeria must have absolute protection of the lives and property of our own people. This is my take, Mr. Speaker. And I also want to use the opportunity to tell you that my immediate constituency, which is enclaved at the southern part of my state, Kano, is also undergoing serious danger, because in the constituency we have what we call the huge Polgore Game Reserve, lying in between Kaduna State, Plateau State, Bauchi State, through Ningi and Bura, Mr. Speaker, and also contacting some part of Jigawa State to the axis of Take. This place used to be a tourist attraction. Many people coming, including tourists from abroad. But because of the dilapidating security situation in my state, Mr. Speaker, today, abduction and kidnappings, not only in the forest, in our homes, has become a daily affair, a daily occurrence. Just like what the pharmacist may prescribe to you in the hospital to ask you to take Panadol once in the day, in the morning, one in the afternoon, and another one in the evening. That is how kidnapping is so prevalent in my federal constituency. This place that used to be an attraction for tourists, it has now become like an extension of the Sambisa forest in Borno State. So we have to definitely do something. Mr. Speaker, I may not have enough time to continue my submissions, but I want to thank you so much for giving our members this opportunity to speak. And I also want to urge members to continue in the spirit we have started. I have not seen anybody here speaking as a southern member of the House of Reps. I have not seen anyone here speaking as a northern member of the House of Reps. I am the leader of the Northern Caucus, Northern Regional Caucus. I am also not speaking as a member representing the northern part of this country. The security challenges that we are facing is a colossal one, it's a collective one that has to do with the Nigerian nation. And we must step up to that expectation and deal with this matter once and for all. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you, and I want to thank honorable members for listening to me. And I also want to further tell you that I have not lost my hope in the renewed hope agenda. I'm still a proud member of the APC.
No, we can see it from your cap. We know you are a strong believer.
Mr. Speaker.
Thank you so much.
Point of order. We need to correct something.
What's your point of order, DS?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for the audience, the permission to address this.